Welcome, where you have been granted access to the War Room. I'm your host, Tank Tom. Just sit back, buckle up, or just hold on. Are you ready?
Kristen, you're so getting beaked right now.
Oh, there it is. You got this.
I love it.
Kristen, do you like our bangs?
You asses.
Oh, you bet.
Plug in my computer, it's gonna die.
You better hit them harder than that, there, girl. You can't just call them asses. You better.
You're pretty.
Oh,
Jamie.
holy shit!
Tom, where's your bangs?
Yeah, Tom. Here's your bangs.
Okay,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to mess up this dude, but look at that shit. Oh, I don't got dick all. I can't even pretend. I'm getting a wig for the next one.
There we go.
Are my bangs on point? Are we good?
Your
All right.
bangs are on point. What are you drinking in there? I see you drink a lot of like hard liquor and wine. Is there wine in there?
I'm 32. I can do as much wine drinking as I want.
Yes, you can. You got Tank Tom in the War Room. And I am sitting with three of the, oh my God, they are class, but they are sass, and they are definitely badass. And I got them, all three of them right here. So I'm feeling pretty honored. And I think it would be about a combined weight of 320 pounds of craziness that I'm dealing with here. So if you three are about to gang up on me, I guess there's nothing I can do about it. Maybe I'll pull Katie from your screen, Jamie, and she's on my side if this gets out of control. So tell her that. Thanks, darling. I appreciate that.
Anyway.
So, we got Kristen Graham, SL3 lightweight interim champ. She's a CrossFit regional athlete, a national qualifier strongman athlete, and a published fitness model. There we go. And then we're gonna go to Jamie Filer, because you're next in the age category, Jamie. Okay, at ripe 30 years old, 30 years young. SL3 lightweight champ as well. You are a renowned fitness model. You are internationally recognized journalist, and you are an internationally ranked CrossFit athlete. So, Kat Sikor, SL2 middleweight champion, an IFBB pro women's physique competitor, an aspiring power lifter, and a Super League promoter through and through. I think I want to start off with, Kristen, I definitely want to get to your and Chris's story when you came all the way from, oh my God, it's the best story ever. And when they came from New Jersey to Montreal, I want you guys to share that. I want you to share that here in a little bit.
Okay.
That's very intriguing, and it definitely has some weight behind it to get you guys there. So I really appreciate that. I think what we want to start off with here, Kat, is I would like you to chime in and maybe tell us where we're going in Super League, what's all available now, where we're heading a little bit, and save some of the excitement for 15 minutes in here, maybe, or 20 minutes in, if you know what I'm saying. But,
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Nice.
Okay, guys. So all of you who are listening, if you aren't already part of the Super League family, I really encourage you to jump in, try one of the competition formats that's available to you. Right, you can compete virtually from your local home gym with all your buddies. But the future of Super League is really the future of virtual sport. So, Kristen Graham, Jamie Filer, both of them got their foot in the door competing in Montreal at a 3D event. And then both of them, along with myself, competed in the Power Series event, which is similar to powerlifting. And we all did it right from the comfort of our own gym, right locally with our buddies. And that's the future of Super League. That's the future of sport, truly, being able to just walk into a gym with your friends, see where you rank internationally against all the other competitors and athletes out there, or just everyday people, the people right in your own community, and kind of just supporting each other and creating this family. That's kind of the simple way to look at it.
Jamie, I see you nodding your head. How does that sit with you? That's pretty good way to put it, eh?
I think it's so cool, and I think it's one of the most I don't know if the word is versatile, but accessible. That is the word I'm looking for. It is one of the most accessible sports I have ever been a part of. Like, even with CrossFit, there are barriers because everyone knows, especially Kristen, how much a CrossFit box membership is. Like, you know, they range from $150 to $300 a month. That's a lot of money just to be really good at a sport. Same with, you know, putting a kid in Little League. In Canada, we grew up with lacrosse and hockey. Those are expensive sports, but Super League and Power League, all you need is like a global gym membership and then $40 to $100 to register for an event. So I love it because of its accessibility, and you can do it anywhere at any time.
Nice. Kristen, how about you? How's that sitting with you?
I agree 100%. It's super accessible, and like, I mean, like Jamie's saying, you could do it in like a global gym. You could do it in like your basement. If you have the basic equipment, you can just do it in your, you know, your basement, your garage, like your home gym. It's super easy. It doesn't take much. Like, just to have a couple of friends come out and just, you know, be there to support you, maybe hold the camera or whatever. It's super easy, and that's really, it's great. What's great about the sport.
That's awesome. How did you two find this, Jamie and Kristen? Like, how did you come across Super League? Or did someone reach out to you? Or how did it come about for you two?
You go first, Kristen.
For me, it was, I saw it on social media. I think it was on Instagram, like something came up and I was like, oh, what's this? And, you know, I shot an email out just to say, you know, get me some more information. And I happened to be out in Las Vegas for Strongman Nationals. And then, you know, I met with the crew out there and they gave me more information face to face just because the timing was great. But yeah, just a matter of reaching out. Everybody's so responsive over at Super League. So that made it so easy for me.
Nice. How about you, Jamie?
I was at the Olympia in Vegas covering the show for a magazine, and the guy I was working with at the time introduced me to Matt Park, and all three of us grabbed a workout together. And Matt was like, wow, you're so crazy strong and blah, blah, blah. But you also happen to be really little. I think you'd be great for any sport. Like, I don't know whether I'm flattered or not, but what's your new sport? And then he told me, like, I might be good for it. Okay, fine. Yeah, I will try your new sport, Matt Park.
That's awesome. Matt's going to be smiling when he sees this. That's for sure. Being the driver. Yeah, driver behind that. The reason I ask that is because if there is something we need to do better to get it out and advertise, that's how we learn from you gals telling us how you saw it. That's what's intriguing about it. But I know Kat's out there just henpecking all the time and getting new recruits, which is cool. And I heard a chime.
Yeah, I get a lot of emails throughout the day.
Oh, that's you. Okay. I didn't know if somebody else was coming on down the pipe here. So, Kristen, I do want to, while I got you on here, I want you to share a little bit of your awesome adventure coming from New Jersey to Montreal that you and Chris had. And that was the first moment I remember meeting you and Chris when you came in. I was so intrigued by the story. So share that with us.
So November 25th, I think, was the date. So November 23rd was Thanksgiving in the States.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay. So the 23rd was Thanksgiving, and I had to weigh in on the 24th and drive to Montreal. So I couldn't, and I'm a mom, so I couldn't forego Thanksgiving with the family. So I had Thanksgiving in New Jersey, drove to Pennsylvania to drop my daughter off with her grandparents, and then went all the way to Montreal, Canada. However, where I'm from in New Jersey, Tom likes this part. Where I'm from in New Jersey, everything's like 24/7. Everything's open 24/7. Convenience stores, gas stations. Like I could go to CVS pharmacy if I need to. I could go buy eggs at ShopRite, our grocery store at midnight if I want to. Like everything's open. Well, it was late at night and we realized that we went to stop to the bathroom, and my husband realized, we were getting low on gas. So I said, nah, don't worry about it. Don't turn around. We're good. We'll just go to the next rest stop. Well, when you're on, I think it was the Thruway. I think we're like way far, like upstate New York. There's no next rest stop. In order to get gas, you have to get off of an exit and drive around like a lunatic. And it started to snow and there was every gas station we got to was closed because it was now midnight, 1 a.m, and we were getting colder and colder, and we had to call and have somebody bring us gas. So when the guy brought us gas, we said, where's the next gas station? He said, it's like, 80 miles north of here. And we said, well, you gave me about 40 miles worth of gas. So where's the next gas station that we can get to safely and fill up? So we had to backtrack to that gas station. And I said, let's go to the next one. We had to go back to that gas station that we had left without getting gas and then make it all the way back up. So, and then I waited in the morning. We slept in the car for about 4 hours just because it was silly to get a hotel room then. So we slept in the car for about 4 hours before weigh-in, right outside of Pro Gym.
Oh no!
See, if that's not dedication, I don't know what the hell is.
I did touched up my makeup in the car and got changed in the car, and that was it.
Did you pee outside the car too?
No, I peed when I got inside. I'm not an animal.
outside the car.
Oh shit!
I guess I'm an animal.
Yeah, you are. Hey, Jamie, do you have any similar story to share with your adventure to Montreal?
We drove from Ipswich, Massachusetts to every time I try and cross the border, because I'm here on a work visa, is annoying because I can't necessarily justify going back to Canada because technically I'm supposed to be in here for work. So when I go back to Canada, they're like, but why are you leaving? And then they interrogate the crap out of us when I'm coming back. Because they're like, you weren't supposed to leave because your job is in America. So we got grilled at the border, like didn't even bother putting the brake on. We put the car in park while the Canadian Border Patrol grilled us about what I was doing in Canada. And they're like, oh, so you competed, but did you cover the event for the magazine? I'm like, I mean, like there'll be something eventually on social media. Maybe. Yes. That's here. Yes, it'll be on social media.
I don't think they heard me.
What did you say?
I said they should just deport you permanently.
Okay, can we not? No. Katie's like, no.
Super aggressive cat. Like that's like going for the jugular on that one.
I've got my T-Rex arms out.
Yeah.
I think she's just threatened and wants me to stay in Canada.
That's speaking of your T-Rex arms, Kat, I had the great opportunity of Super League Canada live with Matt last night, and I might have brought that little bantering up between you and Kristen on there. I even dropped the, listen, bitch, if you don't, or she told you to calm down. Because you wanted to go to WhatsApp, and you said, listen, bitch, I'll get you with my little T-Rex arms. I put it all out there live so everyone knows that you guys have this great banter.
Well, they were blowing my phone up. It was driving me nuts. I was like, I'm about to block all of your numbers. Switch this shit to WhatsApp.
Oh my God. I was the most helpful. I'm like, don't worry, everybody, time zones. Here's where you're supposed to be on. Why are you mad, bruh?
I love it. Kat, I know you got to Montreal okay, and was this the first time you got to meet Kristen and Jamie was in Montreal?
Yeah, I had a really great first experience meeting Kristen. She basically asked me when I was competing next so she could whoop my ass.
I did that
a little bit more aggressively though.
Nice.
She's like, I'm gonna get out of your score, just so you know. I'm coming for you. Pulled a knife out, held it to my jugular.
But I think I got you in Power Series, right?
Oh yeah, she actually did get me in Power Series.
Yeah, so
you got everyone,
Kristen. But just wait until I drop 20 pounds. I'm gonna spank your score.
Yes.
You're not gonna be able to lift any weight if you drop 20 pounds.
That's true.
Yeah, I might have said that last night too and beat you, Kat. You impressed the shit out of me with a 405-pound squat. Matt and I both agreed that we better up our game. We're looking like a pair of tits over here, God damn it.
Baggy tits.
Yes. Hey, don't use my grandpa shit against me. That's awesome. Well, cool. Kat, is there anything else that you want to introduce or talk to these girls about? We're 16 minutes in, and I think we're going to have someone come on here shortly. I'm hoping, because it's supposed to happen. But
we have a special guest joining us today that I'm excited to introduce. Are you ready to say hello?
Yes, I am here.
We have the creator of Super League,
Oh my God.
Jay Jung, with us today.
Wow.
Ladies and gentle giant Tom, how are you?
We're
Hi,
all-
Jay.
Hi.
Jay.
Can you guys hear him okay?
I'm going to be voice only today. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
Bad hair day.
Well, you can hang out with Kristen there and learn how to grow some goddamn bangs there. That would be great.
Oh, you should see Kristen.
That was hard.
Oh, honey, I mean it with love. You know me. I'm Tank Tom,
Yeah, but
full
my
of love.
bangs were on point. You guys had like mock something going on.
Jay, we're excited that you chimed in, Jay, and I know these two girls have a pile of suspense about them right now because they're wondering what the hell more greatness could come to Super League. So
Yeah.
I'm going to let you just get right at it. So I want to see these beautiful smiles get bigger, Jamie and Kristen, because it's about to.
I feel like we're getting ganged up on a little bit.
Oh no.
No, I come in peace, actually. Thanks for having me on. First of all, I appreciate it. And I did want to take this opportunity to announce our new Combine series. So, I'm sure people have heard about it. People have seen some sneak peeks. We did a little bit of an Instagram live quick peek yesterday. But Combine is the third of 3 series. And this will actually kind of complete the triumvirate of what Super League is and what we're trying to do, why we're doing it, the athletes we want to reach, how we're going to reach them, how to best inspire, lead, challenge, and bring out the best in people. So Combine borrows DNA from a lot of different disciplines. So it's a bit of a Frankenstein, but to bring this monster to life, we borrowed from powerlifting with the squat, bench, and deadlifts. So there's 9 movements in Combine. So in the original Super League series, which is now called 3D, we had the bodybuilding movements. Then we evolved into powerlifting with those 3 traditional movements of powerlifting. Combine evolves once again to truly test the athletes, for lack of a better term, in a CrossFit style workout, but it does borrow DNA from, many different disciplines. So the first being from the powerlifting world. It does have squat, bench, and deadlift. So it does share that. We also borrowed from the cardio world. So we have jump rope, we have concept to row. And then we borrowed from the Olympic lifting world. There's a dumbbell snatch. And then we kind of borrowed from the CrossFit world also. So the kipping pull-up, the toes to bar, and the push press. So those are the 9 movements that are in Combine. And the format in which people compete is purely Super League DNA because, the 3 things that we prioritize for our league, of course, is the ability for the athletes to strategize, the ability for it to be scalable, and for it to always be globally and instantly accessible. So those things are, of course, the pillars of what Super League is. But the way you compete in Combine is it's a minute on and it's a minute off. So the athlete determines, of those 9 movements, the sequence in which best suits the athlete to get the best possible score. And the only rule or restriction is that deadlifts have to be last. But the other 8 movements can be sequenced in any order that the athlete chooses. And it really does test the athlete in so many different ways, not just their metabolic conditioning, not just their strength, not just their endurance and stamina, but also their ability to know their own weaknesses, to recognize one's own weakness, and then the ability to face yourself, to challenge yourself, to make your weakness a strength, and then to re-strategize again. So it's really this infinitely scalable, never-ending Rubik's Cube of fitness. So it's an AMRAP of all 9 movements, a minute on and then a minute off, and highest score wins. So Combine will be launching in early to mid-April, but we've already tested this on live CrossFit gyms in double-blind type formats. We've had high-level CrossFit competitors come in and actually do it, and what we found, it is highly addictive, and it's just a puzzle that can never be solved. But I think it does kind of complete the circle. It kind of completes the circle for what Super League is all about.
Wow. They're both sitting there just stunned. I'm watching you two and you're just like, holy Christ.
Well, let me put someone on the spot here. Actually, Kristen.
Okay.
Of those 9 movements, what is the sequence that you think would best suit you as an athlete?
I don't know. The jump rope, is that like a single under or like a double under? What's that?
Completely up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had athletes do both, but you know what we found with jump rope is that a lot of people mis-strategize with jump rope. We actually had one CrossFit athlete come in to our lab here, and he put jump rope just in front of squat, and it completely like destroyed his squat score. So there are some, I don't think there's a right way to do. I mean, there's going to be a right way for each athlete,
Right.
but there's a lot of wrong ways to do it too, you know? So again, the 9 movements, I'll list them again: squat, bench, deadlift, jump rope, single or double under, concept 2 row, dumbbell snatch, pull up, toes to bar, and push press. And let me also mention this, and this is another fundamental difference between what we're doing and what CrossFit does. Everything is actually based on body weight. So when you're squatting, you squat how much you weigh. That's what you put on your back, is exactly what your weight is. Same with deadlift, same with pull-ups, obviously. Push press is a percentage of the athlete's body weight, I believe 50%. And then bench press is also a percentage of body weight, 50% for women, 75% for men. So body weight matters. And that's actually something that CrossFit culture never quite really embraced. I know they have a scale and non-scale. I'm not super familiar with CrossFit, but I do know that the body weight isn't necessarily calculated into the final score, where here it is a direct calculation. It's actually a direct challenge for someone to actually achieve the best possible body weight to get the best possible score. Because, you know, even a few pounds, and actually we found this with some CrossFit athletes, is they do it once and they come back a little bit lighter because they realize, you know, their body weight actually makes a pretty substantial difference in their final score.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, let's put Jaime and Kristen to the test in terms of some mathematical skills here. You didn't mention how many different ways there is to do those movements.
So yeah, that's a good point, Tom. So
make those girls guess a little bit.
Okay. So with deadlifts being last, you have 8 movements that are completely customizable. There are 40,320 possible permutations of combine. And that's why I say there's
Oh my God.
If you try to solve the puzzle, you've already lost. The goal here is to find your weakness and make that a strength. But then there's always going to be something that is going to be your weakest link. It's a never ending challenge. So yeah, there's so many ways to do this. And I'll tell you what, I'm as curious as anyone to see like what different types of combinations that people will actually come up with to actually maximize their own score. It's been just like an incredible experience, even just, you know, witnessing these athletes, you know, basically experimenting on themselves. And also being willing to recognize, like, this is the weak link in my chain. I'm going to really attack that weak link, and then I'm going to come back 5 pounds lighter. I'm going to try to get a better score. So it's been just an awesome experience, just even like being able to work with athletes on this in the development of Combine.
What are you thinking, Kristen? I can see your brain whirling.
I know, my brain's working. I'm thinking like, as a CrossFitter, and Jaime, like I'm sure you realize this with the Open going on right now, there's certain things like when you do double unders, okay, like when you're doing jump rope, and then like this past week going into like squatting, you end up on your toes a little bit. So different kind of strategies, you have to know where you're going to be at the end of a movement, and that should decipher what the next movement's going to be if you follow. So like I wouldn't do like jump rope and then squat because I might be a little bit forward on my toes. I'd probably throw like a weakness in the beginning just to get out of the way.
Where would you put squats?
in the beginning, but that's not a weakness. I think I would just be stronger in the beginning.
You know, it's funny about squats because athletes either put it in the beginning or right at the end, right before deadlifts.
I wouldn't do that.
That's right.
I can't wait to see you.
Wrong athletes. No.
Wow. Rowing goes right before deadlifts. Rowing goes right before deadlifts.
I haven't seen anybody do that yet.
Yeah, rowing goes right before. Maybe the dumbbell snatch right before that.
One is a pull.
Well, you know what, guys? I'm going to let you guys just, do
We're
some.
strategizing at home here. Like we're trying to figure it out.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm looking for like a whiteboard right now. Okay, write this down.
You're going to need a whole wall for 40,320 different calculations, ladies.
I'll be in that for you guys.
You're
Don't worry.
missing the point. You only need one. You just need the right one.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree with that actually, because you might find quote unquote the right one, but once you actually develop whatever may be the chink in your armor in that one that you've chosen, and your weak link becomes a strength, would that cause you to reshuffle then? Maybe.
You're not going to sleep at night.
I have too many competitions. I have to sleep.
That's what a little 420's for there. Come on. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Tom, thanks again for having me on. I don't want to crash the party. I'll let you guys take it from here and not sleep on that. So, yeah, thanks again for having me on, and we'll be launching this soon, and you'll see it all over our media here, and we'll be announcing our first combine date within the next 10 days or so. So I look forward to having you guys.
And Jay, we want to thank you for the genesis of Super League and creating this amazing concept and family and culture. And I think we all agree how awesome this feels and to be a part of something like this. So thank you for that, fine sir. And we'll all be hugging and kissing up on you real soon.
All right. I'll see you soon. Thanks, Tom. Thank you, guys. Thanks, ladies.
Thanks, Jax.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Jamie, you're thinking really deep. How are you feeling about this? Does this just add to some more excitement in your life?
Yeah, I like the idea of the toaster bar, the push press, and the kipping pull-up. I like the CrossFit element. I also like that, I mean, I'm not going to say it was a problem, but like one of the other elements that I found difficult about my first Super League in November was trying to figure out which weight would be optimal for a 12 rep max. And even though, Katie and I could practice it 100 times in the gym, once you've already done 5 movements, your 12 rep max for like a suicide row is no longer the 12 rep max that you practice in the gym. But I didn't realize that the bench, squat, dead, and push press would be based on a body weight percentage. So you already know what weight you're going to go into it with. And then all you can do is try your best for 1 minute. So I kind of like that he took that away from us.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other cool part. Because it's infinitely scalable both down and up, if you wanted to RX something, like CrossFitters would say, if you want to try doing everything at your body weight or everything at 1.5 times body weight, you can. So if you crush it and you want to test yourself, like, all right, Kat and I are tied right now. I'm going to smoke her ass and go 5% heavier on everything. You can, which is pretty neat.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Like bench is like really light. Like if it's 50%, like that's like really light. Or like push press, that's really
Go home, Kristen.
Oh, hey, Kristen, can you show us your hands? Can you just put them up on the screen? Where are you at in the callus department these days? Damn. Holy shit.
Better than Wadapalooza,
They're
though.
soft though. They're soft.
I feel sorry for Chris if you even grab his ass with those things. Holy
I may have manlier hands than my husband. Sorry. He knows though.
Okay, you know what's crazy? On here it says remaining meeting time 8 minutes. I've tried to change it. I don't know why. Jamie, I know it's critical for you to be out of here in the next 20 minutes because you have another commitment, correct?
I have CrossFit at 5:30.
Well, that's important. So
yeah, if I'm out of here by 5, I'm good.
Okay.
She needs to get her fitness in to keep up,
100%. I'm like the little sister over here. Like I'm the little child, but yet I'm the one who needs the most work.
If it makes you feel better, I haven't done cardio in like 2 months, so you guys.
No,
are both.
squatted 400 pounds, Kat. No part of that makes me feel better.
Nice.
No,
We should all do combine at the same time.
Oh my God.
that would be good. That
Are
would be
they movements or different movements?
Don't forget this is recorded live. So you just laid down a challenge.
We could all submit an order, and then somehow we could round, I don't know, blind pick one, and then we're all obligated to perform that one order. What do you guys think? Any other idea?
I would do it.
Yeah, I do it.
One and three.
Nice.
Getting your own order?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in. You're in.
Done deal. You better get that lined up, Kat.
Done.
Yeah.
We're doing
Talk to Stu about my kill time.
it. Yeah. Contact Sue.
Yeah, everyone. At the end of the day, email Sue.
Email Sue.
Okay, I want to have a little fun here. In case this does kick out in 6 minutes, I have no idea what that means, and your buddy Tom's computer illiterate as hell. I'm trying my best here. So it says upgrade to pro, and I tried that, but whatever. Let's flow with it. So I want to have a little Q&A. Are you guys up for that? A little bit of fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Kristen, you popped up big on the screen, so we're just going to start with you, okay?
Okay.
So these questions, there's 10 questions. DJ, Danny Jung, gave me these, and this is part of an old TV series that used to be on where they would have superstars come on and ask them random questions, okay? So this is for fun. Okay, your question's going to be, and I'm just picking these randomly, what is your favorite curse word?
Oh, I don't know. What do I say a lot? I think I drop the F-bomb a lot.
We don't know what the F-bomb is. You can put your lady parts away and just say what the word is.
Really?
Cover your bits.
I guess I say fuck a lot.
Nice. Well, there you go. Okay, Jamie, we're going to go to you here. What sound or noise do you hate?
What sound or noise? I hate the word moist.
That's good to know.
Okay, honey, but this is a sound or noise. So you said you hate the word moist. Okay, so hey, reel it in. I know you got hot stuff sitting beside you, just making you flustered. Okay, give her a quick kiss and reel it in.
Yeah, I hate the sound of like a long, slow fart. Like if someone's trying to hold it in, but they're doing a poor job, and it's just like flatlining.
Okay, anyway. That is epic. This is awesome. Okay, so oh shit. Okay, and the word moist. Okay, well, when we come to that later, you can answer that again. Kat, what turns you off?
That's like such a weird question. Can you like ask me that in a different way?
Oh, Kat, what turns you off?
that does.
Just creepy.
Creepiness. There we go.
Okay, that's your answer?
Sure.
Good. I'm glad I could help you find that by being creepy. God damn it. Yeah, no problem. Okay, let's go for round two because this is fun. This is fun. Maybe we'll get laughing so hard Jamie will produce that fart that she doesn't like. So back to you, Kristen.
Yeah.
What profession would you not like to do?
Well, I used to run a budget, so I'd like to not do that again.
Like a rental place, budget rental?
No, like I ran the budget for the Department of Banking, Insurance, and Real Estate Commission for the state. Oh. That's what I did up until June. So I'd rather not go back into finance again.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
I'm kind of smart.
Yeah. Jamie, we asked you what sound or noise you hate. Now I'm going to ask you what sound or noise you love.
Yeah. No, that one for sure. God. Oh, I'm such a cheeseball. I like when Katie laughs. That's like music.
Aw.
Honey, that is not being a cheese ball. That is beautiful. That is love right there. We like that. Good answer.
Thank you.
Oh, who's this beautiful little girl that joined us with Mama Kristen there?
Aw.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Can you say hi to us all?
Hi, little one.
Can she give us her name?
What's your name?
Kylie.
Aw.
Kylie, you are beautiful, just like your mom. Your dad's kind of gorgeous too, but he's got a big hairy beard, so you don't want to go there.
I like playing with his.
That's awesome. You little beauty. Okay, Kat, we're going to go for round 2.
Okay.
What is your least favorite word?
I feel a lot of pressure because that little thing says under a minute, less than a minute.
Hey, Kat, like Kristen once told you, get over it. Let's go.
My least favorite word. I don't know. There you go. That's a phrase. My least favorite phrase.
Is I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that works. That's good. Do you want to go for another round here? Let's just keep going with this. Kristen,
Yeah.
if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Welcome to your kingdom.
Nice.
Is that too much?
Such a goddess.
Like, oh, hey, you can come in. We're good.
We're good. Kristen arrived. We're good.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Jamie, what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I'd like to be in the WNBA.
The WNBFA.
But you're so little.
I know. Yeah. So I hear. Yeah, no, I'd be like the smallest, whitest, Jewishest girl ever in the WNBA.
Nice.
Work. I'd be a water boy, but
That's fair. That's fair.